keep the milk at 95 to 100 degrees.
I think one of the books that it says that though.
Yeah, but it's super imperative for digestion.
For the dog.
Yeah, for the puppy.
Mm.
So it makes a huge difference.
I do remember reading that in that book that you
Now you got to keep the dog that warm too. Yep. For the first week.
Yeah. So there's you go. Because what'll happen is it'll congeal and turn into concrete basically.
Yeah, same thing with this. If it's not warm enough, or if it's so if it's not warm enough, it will congeal and they'll eat it because they're hungry, but they won't. They won't.
Can't process it.
Yeah.
Get stuck in there.
And if it's too hot, it just burns everything. Yeah. So I bought one of these little fancy.
Yeah, I got one for the meat that we smoked at the crib. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. No, this is just for that because you always stick it in the meat. I was like, nah, let's just buy another one. They at Walmart for like $8.
Yeah, they're not bad, man. That's crazy though. Look,
I didn't know that it was that imperative that the milk be 95 to 100 degrees. I know. And man, it made a huge difference.
When I say I know the fact that I read that, and it's also due to the fact that pups, they still can't regulate their temperature, right?
Yes.
So you.
But I didn't know it was impaired. Like, all right, so how I used to always do it, just like every other person probably. Oh yeah, it's warm. Just let it touch your skin. Just like you do a baby, put it here. If it's warm enough, you're good. Where I did that shit, it was only like 76 degrees. I'm like, damn, that shit was cold.
It is kind of cold when you think about it, especially with the pup needs. Well, I didn't know nothing about it because I haven't had the bottle feed, but somebody asked me something. And then when I went into the book, I saw that simply it could be indigestion. You said puppy dealing with indigestion? Yeah, because if it gets too cold, it basically turn into concrete.
Yes. I don't know the last time this puppy was fed even.
But that's the part where you're going to tell.
She's just feeding.
You can tell?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Swollen.
He's swolls.
Is it like firm too?
Oh, yeah.
Is that how, you can also tell by how firm it is too, can't
yeah,
you?
She's just feeding.
Record this one real quick. Let's use this pup as an example. Guys, we are sitting here with a pup that Chris is bottle feeding. Now, him and I just talked about making sure your milk stays at what temperature?
95 to 100 degrees.
95 to 100 degrees. So if you have a pup anywhere from 1 to 12 to 14 days old, they cannot regulate the temperature. Well, guess what? That also means internally, and which is why they can't regulate the temperature. So what happens when that milk sits in there and it can't stimulate the milk, basically, right?
Yeah.
So to get it through, it'll turn into concrete for one.
Yeah. So everything has to match temperature-wise.
Yeah.
The body temperature, the milk temperature. So that's why you're doing it. That's why I didn't know how imperative it was until just recently. Yeah. And we've done it this time. We've bought a thermometer at Walmart and we dip it in the bottle every time we feed him. And man, it made my life with this puppy 20 times easier. Because normally they look kind of you know what I mean, when you bottle feed. But man, he's been, shit, you've seen him. He's only like, what, 3 days old, 4 days old?
That's a 3-day-old puppy?
Yeah, he's a big fucker.
That's a good looking puppy. It'd be 3 days old. And mind you, people, it'd be that little trick that keeps a puppy alive. And it's one of the things the doctor
makes them thrive too. Because they'll stay alive because they're hungry and they're going to eat. But man, it made my life easier. He's not, he's not having bathroom issues. He's not constipated, stuff like that.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I'm telling you right now, I told Chris, he said, hey, I really just really learned how important it is the other day. We read the same book that we like, and we go, boss, I learned that almost the hard way.
Yeah.
Guys, take care of your dogs.
Let me see if this dog has to take a piss.
He literally is helping that dog excavate that excrement coming out of his dookie boot. But anywho, man, this is the kind of stuff I like to see live in action because only a few people, in my experience, really literally can tell that, hey, this dog's 3 days old and I know it has more pee already. I know it's got a poop. I know the numbers on poop, and that's how you keep it alive and safe and swell. Guys, take care of your dogs, man. This is some good stuff right here.
Okay, let me show y'all something. So if he does something, like if he gets milk to come out of his nose,
yeah,
I don't even worry about it. As long as you don't pull off when he's doing it right then and there.
Yeah. So if milk comes out of his nose.
Yeah, he'll self-regulate.
And so a lot of people, though, especially with the first bulldog, will tell you to make sure.
No, make sure it doesn't happen. Make sure it doesn't happen. He's doing it. I'm not.
So you
look, gravity. He stopped because he needed more air. Here they do it all by themselves.
So you really, through isolation and even basically just understanding.
Even dogs, do you watch a litter eat every single time?
No.
So do you know if the puppy or he or she had bubbles coming out of his nose?
No.
So I can promise you he did when you weren't around.
You know, trust me, I learned that the hard way.
And the reality of the situation is, he did it, like what I just did, I shouldn't have done. Because I broke the seal. So now he's not gonna eat no more. And when you bottle feeding, you should actually burp a puppy.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
they do, because they can suck in there.
Trust me, look, it's all in that book.
Yeah.
Canine reproduction.
And how the mom burps them, they're just rough. They're just rough with them. She doesn't do this. She just, when she licks them, she does this. She's kind of rough with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. All right, little guy. You ate. You got fresh 4 hours.